have it facing the wrong way. There you guys are. Okay, so if you're wondering why I'm looking down, it's because I'm crocheting. It's just helping me to keep my mind off of my back pain. So I had spoken to the doctor, my psychiatrist, about some of the symptoms I was having, like the dizziness, my legs giving out on me, type of stuff. I'm thinking this is from my back, but she was thinking it could have been due to the medication change that she had made, which was we had increased the clonidine to what's the milligram, 0.01 or whatever, the lowest milligram that they have. Take 2 of those at night instead of 1, and then the diazepam, they are 10 milligram pills, so 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, and then 15 at bedtime. And so she lowered that back down to 1 clonidine at night, and instead of 15 milligrams at night of the diazepam, it's going to be 10, hoping that will help with that. I also took the advice of my physical therapist because I've been having trouble walking, so I've been having a lot of back pain, and I didn't really want to use a cane. I'm not really kind of a cane kind of person, not disrespecting anyone who uses a cane. What I mean is that I would rather use like a stick or a staff or something like that. That's just my preferred thing on that. I never thought I'd be saying at 35 I need, something to help me walk, but that's what I'm saying right now because that's where I am. So I've been having a lot of the problems that I also was having were I was having nightmares. Um, I had a nightmare, and obviously this is my emotions trying to work themselves out from what happened with my mother and Casey getting into that accident. But my dream was that they had gotten into an accident and they did not make it. And I couldn't figure out what to do, who to go to. I didn't know a thing about what you do when someone dies. And that's when I woke up. I was at their funerals. When you get to the burial site, and they had lowered them into the ground and they were filling the holes, and I was just standing there figuring out, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what to do. And this scares the crap out of me, and then I woke up. So that was one of the nightmares I had. And obviously I'm worried of something happening to my family when it comes to driving, because every time I go out driving I encounter unsafe drivers. that's that's my nice way of saying it. Unsafe drivers. And it's just been, I didn't realize that it's that this is weighing on me like this. I didn't realize it until I had the nightmare. about that. I had some other dreams. I can't remember exactly what they were about. I just remember feeling very scared when I woke up. One of them, my dog woke me up because I was screaming. And he came in and he started licking my face to wake me up from the nightmare I was having. So that's something that's still happening. I feel like I'm losing my memory. Sometimes I remember things fine, and then the rest of the time, I feel like I can't remember anything. I don't remember if something happened this way or that way or whatever. It's hard to remember things, and I think that's part of the lack of sleep and the medication. It must be. Oh, I am so puffy today. See, I only got about maybe 4.5 hours sleep, if that. And I'm in a lot of pain, so it makes it hard. I try to go for walks if I can, but every time I've gone for a walk, not a long walk, just like I said, there's that bridge, and I will attempt to sometimes just walk around it one time, and that's it. And my foot and my back, my legs, my hips, it actually makes me have a lot more pain afterward. I'm not saying I shouldn't be mobile. I try to be mobile. I'm just saying it hurts a lot afterward. And then I had an issue with my metformin. My insurance will only cover a 90-day supply, and they sent in the first time they use where I live. When you send in a new prescription, depending on who it's for, Henry, enough. Depending on who it's for, whether it's an adult or a minor, you either, or sometimes it depends on the medication itself. It might not matter if you're a minor or not. You might get a 15-day supply or a 30-day supply on your first time. And then the second time, the insurance company will expect you to get a specific quantity. Or they'll fill it, but they'll put it on hold and they won't give it to you at the pharmacy because they can't legally, because it's an insurance thing. And I get it, but it's just annoying that, why why can't insurance companies be more transparent about how much things cost? If they change something, they should send out a memo to all pharmacies that this is our policy change for this prescription, so everyone can work together. It's just hard. So I went without my metformin for a couple days, which is probably not a good idea, but when you have nothing to take. But I was able to get an emergency dose, so that was good. And then I followed up with my doctor and told them that they had told us, the pharmacy had told us that my insurance will only cover a 90-day supply, or they won't let me pick it up. So she fixed it, So but it was just stressful because they said that they specifically called them, and then they said that no, we don't call, we send faxes. But here's the thing, is that I called my doctor's office, and they keep a log of any time a pharmacy calls or faxes or whatever it is. They keep a log. And the lady that I was speaking to, she checked the phone logs. There were no phone calls. So she goes, wait a minute. Let me go check the faxes. I didn't even think of that. There were no faxes. They lied. So I need to go and speak with the head pharmacist and have a talk with him about that, because it's important that people are doing their jobs, because you're dealing with people's lives and their health. And if you're not calling and you're not doing these things, then just say so, or say I'll have somebody else do that, and actually have them do that. But to outright lie, that's so unprofessional. And I'm not saying everybody in there is unprofessional. I'm saying the person who said that they called and that they faxed when that didn't actually occur, that's just a little bit suspect to me, I'm feeling raindrops. I think we're going to get a little rain shower here. I have to go inside. Yes, we have to go inside. So, I've just been having lack of sleep. I've been having, trouble with my memory, trouble walking. I'm still doing the physical therapy. I was approved for my back physical therapy, so I'm going to start that, and hopefully that will help me get onto the right track of where I'm supposed to be, so I can get back to being able to go for a walk without it killing me in the process and making it difficult for everyone around me, because they have to wait for me because I'm so slow at this point. So I'm just paying attention to the weather here. I feel like it might rain. I felt a few drops, but now I don't feel anything. Well, we'll be ready just in case. So I just feel that my mind is going in all sorts of different directions in terms of medication, my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health, my spiritual health. I feel like everything is kind of coming down at me at once. And then I've had, I told you that my mother and my son had gotten into an accident. They were rear-ended, and the other night, I think it was last week, my mother went to Walmart. She was in the store and she comes outside. And this was so nice of her. I think it might start to rain. I felt a few raindrops, so I'm just keeping an eye out. That's why I kind of feel them, but I don't know if it's gonna start to rain, or if it's just like over. Oh, she just thought of something. I don't know what she's doing. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, yes. So she was at Walmart, and she comes out and she sees a cop car, and she thought, oh, why do I have a feeling this involves me? And sure enough, it did, because a lady had backed up into my car and broke the bottom of my taillight. And as you know, it's not like the good old days where you could just replace the piece. You have to take the entire thing apart and replace the whole thing. But she was kind enough to call the police, leave her information and all that stuff, and I filed a claim and whatnot so I can get it fixed. But it's just like bam, 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 things just keep snowballing. But you know what they say, the Lord, excuse me, those are kids riding their bikes. Are you saying hello? Are you saying hello? Kids are riding their bikes? Yes, they are. That's what they're doing. So we'd be nice to them. That's right. We'd be nice. He's so protective. It seems like he's being vicious, but he's just being protective. I totally forgot what I was saying. See, this is that memory thing. It just happened. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, the taillight. Yeah, we filed the claim. So we have to wait until we hear back from them or call them back again on Monday and just see what's going on with this claim. Because I would like to get my taillight fixed and I need to get other things fixed on my car. And I need people to stop, hitting the back of my car. Please stop hitting the back of my car. Just please stop hitting my car, period. Come on. But they say things happen in threes, so maybe it won't happen again. You never know. I don't know. I just feel I don't know. It's an array of feelings. It's an array. I don't know why my face is so puffy. I don't know. It's probably from lack of sleep. I mean, your face can get puffy when you don't get the adequate amount of sleep that you need. It just sucks. So I'm going to see my shoe doctor. I'm hoping that will help. I'm hoping. I don't know. He might say, no, they're perfect. They're fine. They're not. They're causing my feet to turn red and burn, and it's really, really painful and uncomfortable. And it's driving me nuts because that makes it also hard to walk and do things. I've had to, because I have so much pain in my back and my leg gives out on me, I've been having to use the motor carts at the grocery stores. And they don't last very long, so if you ever use them, just know that they tend, because they wait until like the end of the night to plug them in instead of oh, we see it, it's sitting there, it's not plugged in, let's plug it in because someone might need it, but you can't control everything. You can just control you. And I'm also dealing with working with my counselor on there are things that if they happen, I have no empathy for, and that's been something that's been going on for a very, very long time. It was when I want to say probably when I was thrown into the bookcases, maybe when that started. I think I told her when the thing that happened with my uncle, but that was probably when another thing that just fueled the fire. It's okay to hurt people. It's okay to not care about the consequences, because I had to deal with the consequences, and everyone else just believed the wrong person. Didn't ask me any questions, didn't ask me if I was okay. Nothing. That's terrible. That's blaming the victim, and that's shameful, and they should feel ashamed of themselves. And I hope you do. I hope you all do. Because I did nothing wrong, and you know it. So, anyway. There are certain things that, like, if they were to happen, I would, like, laugh at it or not feel any, remorse whatsoever. I gave her examples of things that happened. Like, for instance, there was this boy who teased me all the time because of my skin color, and this went on for like 3 years, and one day I kicked the crap out of him, and to this day I feel no remorse. And the thing is that he had been playing with like fireworks or something in his yard, and he burnt part of his face, and we were at some festival, and he was with some of his friends, and he came up and he apologized to me. And I said, too little, too late. And I said, you deserve what you got. I said, that's called karma. I said, I don't accept your apology. I said, maybe long before now, maybe I would have considered it. But you're only sorry because something bad happened to you. You're not sorry because you're sorry for what you did to me. So I do not accept your apology. And I'm glad you have that scar on your face. And I said, don't ever talk to me again. That was my reaction. That's pretty heartless, wouldn't you say? But that's how I felt at the time, and that's actually how I still feel today. I don't feel any remorse for that whatsoever. Should I? I mean, that's the question. Should I feel remorse? And I think the answer is yes. You should feel remorse when bad things happen to other people, even if you don't like them. Because, and that's what we're going to be working on. My counselor is learning how to have remorse in situations and with people, even if you don't like them. So hopefully I can do that. And I think we talked about it being like it started as a defense mechanism from like being bullied, the way I was raised and stuff. And, you become kind of cold and isolated, and the way that you relate to people is not the same way as others relate to people. You relate to people as though they're like the enemy or whatever. And at least that's how I felt, like people were the enemy. I still kind of feel like that on some level, that some people are the enemy, not everybody. Stop. Sorry, we're just teaching. Excuse me. Henry, come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, stop. Sit down. Give me a paw. You need to relax. You need to relax. It's just the neighbors over there. Mind your own business, living their lives. You need to stop. Okay? Just like we're over here living our lives. Okay? We're safe. We're safe. We're safe. Okay? We're safe. He thinks we're not safe. Ugh. That's what happens when you take a dog too early from its mother. They can be unstable sometimes with their emotions. So him and I are on this journey together with, emotions and whatnot. So these are things that I deal with, and I talked about in one of these videos. Having negative thoughts, and like when I said how people say they can't imagine ever how anyone could ever possibly imagine killing another person, and yet they can think of how easy it is to send that person to the electric chair or get lethal injection or something like that. It's the same thing. It comes from the same place. Anyone can think of that. It's just a matter of acting on it or not. You might have evil thoughts. Everybody has evil thoughts, but we don't act on them, and that's the difference. You know, an evil person will act on those impulsive emotions. Um, so it is easy to imagine that. It really is very easy, and I get annoyed when people say they can't imagine, but then they follow it up with, I hope you die, like, really? You hope they die? Didn't you just say you can't imagine how anyone can think of something or think that way, of wanting someone dead, and then you turn around and say, I hope you die? And that's kind of contradictory, and, now I think you're a liar, that you don't make sense, and I don't want to listen to you anymore. And then I'll just, I don't know, change the channel and think you're a dumbass. I don't know. I'm just talking here. I'm just being real. This is just what's going through my brain right at this moment. I'm also hoping it doesn't start to pour. We're in a drought situation. We do not have enough rain. We're like in a severe drought, and I think it might rain. So I'm hoping that it doesn't just start pouring down, and rain just opens up, and you don't really have that warning of like a little bit of rain here, you pack your stuff up and go. It just falls on you because it's that way. I can see it in the air. You can see the moisture in the air for sure. It's okay though. It's just Mother Nature doing her thing, and that's cool with me. So yeah, I just I wish I could get some sleep. I wish I could have a better memory. I wish I could do more things that I can't do. But again, you take it one day at a time, one step at a time. And I haven't started doing the lower back and legs physical therapy, so hopefully that'll help. It'll either help or it'll hurt. You never know. But that's why you see a physical therapist, because if you start doing exercises and they see issues going on, they can, write those in their notes and stuff like that and whatnot. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the doctor will listen to the notes. Just because somebody writes notes down doesn't mean the doctor will agree or follow those notes. They will follow their own instincts based on their own experience and whatnot a lot of times, which is kind of annoying because I feel like just because one doctor says something, I don't think you should look at their notes and go, well, that's what they wrote, so I'm going to agree with that. You should take their notes into consideration and then do your own, testing and come to your own conclusion. I don't think you should just look at someone's notes and go, well, that doctor said so I'm going to agree with them. Like, then why are you a doctor? Just to repeat back what somebody else said? You know, you're a scientist. You're supposed to want to understand the human body. So why are you not doing that? You know, it just seems kind of contradictory, don't you think? A little bit. I don't know. You know, I was just reading or no, watching videos on Alanis Morissette and her song Ironic and how she was mocked for years for using the term incorrectly. And why does it matter so much? It's a song. It's just a funny little song, you know? Who cares if she used the word improperly? Most people use their words improperly in music. You ever listen to the lyrics of a lot of songs? They are so grammatically incorrect. It is beyond, you know. If they were in the grammar school, I'm sorry, they'd fail. So I just thought it was like, why do you care so much? So what if she used it incorrectly? We get the point though, right? Like it's unfair that things happen in a way that are unfavorable to you. We get the point. So why mock her? Okay? Like shut the fuck up. Nobody cares what you think. She's a famous singer and you are who? That's what I thought. You're not nobody. So, um, you know, but critics are going to be critics, you know. Haters are going to be haters. That's just the way it goes, you know. If you're big and famous, then people want to throw you down and make you fall, you know. People like to see other people down because it makes them feel bigger and better. And it's like, well, instead of taking other people down, why don't you lift yourself up? You know, do the best that you can. But we live in such a selfish world. And I was just thinking of this. I was just watching some of those catfish shows. I've never actually watched them before. I've heard of the term and I've heard people talking about it and stuff, but I've never actually watched like episodes of it. And I realized that I think this is just my personal opinion. It's not medical, it's just my opinion. I think the people who do catfishing for whatever reason, it doesn't matter the reason, whether it's for revenge or for fun or for money or whatever, okay, it doesn't matter. I think these people have a mental illness. And maybe it's a mental illness that maybe we've never heard of before. Or maybe they fall into the category of narcissism. You know, not narcissism. Narcissism is a descriptive word. Narcissistic personality disorder is something where uh, these these traits and things are ruining things in your life, like your job in your life and things like that, where the disorder is disruptive to your life. Um, just throwing the word narcissism around is sort of like calling someone a jerk, you know. It's a descriptive term, but I was just like watching the reaction of the people who were doing the catfishing, and none of them had any remorse whatsoever. None of them had any respect. None of them, I mean, they just, they sort of fit in that cluster B category a little bit, on the narcissistic personality disorder spectrum slightly. Maybe antisocial in some situations, because think about what you're doing. There was one where somebody led someone on for 10 years. That's a lot of time to put into something like that. I mean, what? You know, and some of these people are married with kids and they're like doing this stuff, and it, I'm sorry, but you have a mental disorder and you need help. You don't need the catfish show. You need a psychiatrist and a either psychologist or a counselor of some kind, or a combination thereof. You seriously do, because there's something wrong with you if you think that it's okay to like people like, that's life, that's just how it goes. It's like, no, that's not how it goes, and you're lucky you didn't get punched in the face. You know. There was one girl, she did punch, she did, oh no, sorry, that was on a different show, but she did, they got, it was about, I think it was the Steve Wilkos show, and it was about this guy touching her daughter, like the father of her child touching her daughter, and it came back that he did not tell the truth, and the girl, I believe, don't you start, Henry, don't you start. Don't you start. It's just the neighbor, okay? It's just the neighbor. Woo! It's bright lights. It's bright lights. Hello. It's just the neighbor. Hi. It's just the neighbor. It's just the neighbor. I know you saying hello. You saying hello. Hey, are you saying hello? Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Are you saying hello? Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Stop. 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 No. Stop. Enough. 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 Do I need to have Nana bring you inside? Enough. 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 Shh. Enough. Okay? Calm down. Oh, sorry about that. Oh. Yes, you can't be growling at everybody just because they go by. Oh my God. So annoying. But that will be like the one thing you remember most, right? Remember all the growling he used to do because he was so protective. Oh my God, I miss him so much. You know what I mean? It's going to be like that. You know it is. I totally oh yeah, the catfishing. And just people not caring and no, the disregard, you know, and some of these people are like their family or their close friends or whatever, and it's just like these people need some serious counseling. There's something wrong inside their brain that makes them think that this behavior is okay. It's not okay. You don't need a show to point that out. And if that's how, I mean, if you're that selfish, you're that self-centered, you're, you know, that way, I'm sorry, I don't want you as a future leader of my country. That's disgusting. Like, that, with that kind of mindset, absolutely not. No way. I would never vote for that person in any political arena. No, 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 no. Mom, he needs to come in. Yeah, you do, because you keep growling. I don't know what. He needs to come in. He keeps growling. Yeah, he's going in. He's going in. I'm probably going to go in shortly anyway, because it's getting darker, and sitting in this chair for too long does hurt my legs, and I think it is going to rain. I'm feeling the raindrops again. So I think we're probably going to go in. But yeah. But as you can see, sometimes I'm like right there with my brain, and then other times I'm like, what? What was I talking about? What? You know, it's crazy. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna go so I can go inside. I'm actually quite tired, and I'd like to take a shower. The warm water really feels good on my back, so I'm hoping that will help relieve some of the pain and the stress. And I've been stretching and with my legs and stuff like that to help, you know, with my hips and all that stuff too. So, you know, just one day, one step at a time. So remember that, peace and love, guys. All right. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.